What's going on YouTube? This is UberArsenal here, and today, guys, we're going to be doing a top 10 video. And really, I've been watching a lot of top 10 videos a lot lately, and I just decided to make my own video because, well, I like to say my opinion on what's my top 10, but I like to put it in categories like how King Nappy does, but I'm not going to do it well, I'm not going to have the same Pokemon as him, no, because I have my own Pokemon that I like too. So let's get on with the top 10 fire types. So fire types, before I even start the video, I'm gonna just say my opinion about them. Fire types are like my most favorite type out of all Pokemon types, because it's like the raw power of fire. It's like, you know, there's barely any physical hit. There's basically any physical fire types, which I really don't care about, because really I'm like a special person. Like, I like to use special attack and everything. So basically, fire types are just already like my favorite thing in the first place. And it's just like, you know, the raw power, and just, you know, and then when the opponent gets that burn off, oh my god, man, it's just so great. So that's basically about it for my opinion. Now let's get on with the actual list on the fire types. So first one, top 10. Here we go. So on the 10th slot of my top 10 is Rapidash. Now, the majestic, beautiful horse is just something that I've actually liked it for a long time. I've barely used it a lot in my Let's Plays, but I'm thinking about really using it if I ever get the chance to find it. And Rapidash, it just seems amazing. You know, it just seems beautiful. I just mostly like it for its design. I don't know if it's a really good Pokemon in general when it comes to stats wise, but Rapidash is just a beautiful Pokemon. It just looks amazing, and you know, it's just like one of those. It's like becoming like Link, and you're riding on a awesome fiery horse that's just, you know, it's just there to stand by your side, you know, for just standing there by your side no matter what happens, and you can just always count on it for that super awesome speed. And it's just amazing. And Ponyta, it just looks all cute and everything. I just love Ponyta. It looks so cute and stuff like that. But anyways, so that's what I think about Rapidash. I don't know if you guys will think about this at all, so I don't know. So let's go see. Let's go to number 9. Number 9, and I know some of you might hate me for this, but number 9 is going to be Infernape. Now, the reason why I really don't use, the only reason why I put for Infernape at number 9 is mostly because, well, at least he's in the top 10. At least he's in the top 10. That's all I have to say. But the reason why I put Infernape at number 9 is mostly because I really don't want, to be honest, I don't think I really prefer Infernape over Empoleon or Torterra. Actually, I rather prefer Torterra over Infernape, which is actually pretty much a surprise, because, you know, despite fire types being my favorite type of Pokemon. But besides that, I think he's only capable of becoming like one of those physical fighting type hitters, because really everybody's mostly using fire type moves. You barely see, you know, anybody using Infernape for fire punch and stuff like that. Like, come on, no. Or Flare Blitz. Well, they do use him for Flare Blitz, but you don't really use him. You don't really see him, like, you know, use any other type moves, or like fire punch, whatever. And besides, it's like, I don't know. To me, to be honest, it's like Infernape's design is pretty cool. It really is. But when it comes to stat wise, it's a pretty fragile Pokemon. And I really don't mind about fragile Pokemon. It's just like, you gotta figure out how to work with it. Like, for example, you might want to give Infernape a Assault Vest if you want to, but this is not about competitive Pokemon. Right now, let's just talk about the top 10 favorites. So, yeah, I just put Infernape as number 9. At least he's in the top 10. At least he's in the top 10. That's all that counts. So, I hope you guys don't hate me for that. But let's go to the next Pokemon. Next Pokemon on number 8 is Talonflame. Now, I really should have put him at probably at the 6th slot, but Talonflame is already good enough as it is, and really, I use Talonflame sometimes here and there, especially for the Will-O-Wisp Flame Body, or at least the Gale Wings, because it's pretty good with Gale Wings. Plus, with the Brave Bird wing plate, I don't know which one, but I know there's a plate that changes Arceus into a flying type. With that, it's just a killer Pokemon, especially with Gale Wings. It's just so amazing. I really like it. And I'll have to say, like, out of all the fire types in that game, I would have to say, in recent games, you know, Pokemon X and Y, I would have to say the Talonflame is my most favorite fire type in that game. Mostly because There's barely any Kalos region Pokemon. There's only like 69 of them, including the legendaries, which I believe that's like 72, 73. So out of all those fire types in there, which are barely any fire types, I'll have to say that Talonflame is my most favorite one. So that's the reason why Talonflame got his spot right there. So let's go on to the number 7. Alright, so number 7 for the next slot is going to be Flareon. Now Flareon is just an amazing, it's like an awesome, little cute, evolution there. I really like Flareon a lot. It's a heavy hitter when you think about it, and it's actually a pretty good Pokemon when it comes to playing it on story mode. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play Flareon competitively, and if they ever did, I think that maybe it would be like probably like an UU or something like that, underused, rarely used, or probably it's probably in limbo right now. Maybe I don't know, because Smogon with their rules and how they move Pokemon to different sections of tiers and shit like that. I don't really care. So yeah, so Flareon, it looks pretty cool. As for the design, it looks pretty much like, I don't know. I can't really say anything about its design a lot, mostly because I'm like, it just looks okay. For its design, it just looks okay. But other than that, I really like it for for its awesome power and everything. So that's why Flareon has its 7th spot. If you think that Flareon deserves at a higher spot, that's your opinion. But my opinion, I think that Flareon's okay where it is. So let's get on with number 6. Alright, so number 6. You guys are probably also going to hate me for this one too. But for number 6, it's going to be Blaziken. Now, I really don't use Blaziken that much either. Except for when I'm playing Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. But it was actually pretty good Pokemon when I was playing X and Y. And I have to say, Blaziken is pretty cool. But the thing is like, also just like Infernape, it's a pretty fragile Pokemon. Plus, it's, I had to say, the Mega Evolution is just killer. Like, I just really love the Mega Evolution. The Mega Evolution is just like, it's just something that, it's just like that powerful Pokemon. And really, that's the reason why Blaziken got banned in the first place. And to be honest, I mean, like, I can see that, Blaziken get banned for, being too powerful with his Mega Evolution. But when you think about it, it's actually pretty easy to kill. It's not that hard to defeat at all. Like, as long as you know how to use certain type of Pokemon that can destroy Mega Blaziken, you're pretty much good. It's no point even trying to ban it in the first place. But hey, that's Smogon. I can't really say anything about it. But other than that, Blaziken is just a raw hitting, powerful Pokemon. Just like Infernape, it's a raw hitter. It's like, it's just it's just an amazing physical sweeper. It can also be a special one too, but mostly people involve him as a physical because, come on, look at him. He's a fighting chicken. He's a fighting chicken. And the reason why I put him as number 6 and probably not at number 5 is mostly because I really don't, I just don't really use him that much. And it's like, I really haven't really made a bond with him yet. So I can't really say anything about Blaziken. But there's I'm going to give you a little trivia here. Blaziken is actually based off the Shamo chicken, which is actually a chicken in Asia, where it's basically like a fighting chicken. And these chickens, they know how to fight. Like, literally, if you would have seen like a Shamo chicken fight, they would actually like kick their opponents. Besides from nipping at each other and everything, they will actually kick their opponents. Like, you'll see them fly up in the air, like not at least like an inch higher in the air, and they'll kick their opponent in the face. And really, that's pretty funny when you think about it. Because when the first time I ever saw a Shamu chicken fight, I was like, okay, what's going on here? It was just like 2 chickens fighting, and all of a sudden I saw one chicken like kick the other one in the face. I was like, oh snap, okay. It was actually pretty cool to actually look at that. And actually, people actually do bet money on Shamu chicken fights, which I don't know if it's illegal or not. But if it is legal, that's actually, I guess you can say, pretty cool. But of course, it's not like they're going to fight to the death or anything like that. No, they're just going to fight until one of them, is in extreme pain, or at least one of them is in enough pain to the point where it doesn't feel like going or continuing. So that's the reason why I put Blaziken as one of my top 10 fire types, because of that awesome trivia right there, and also because he's a freaking beast. Okay, so don't even try to hate. He's a freaking beast. At least I have him as my top 10 favorite. So next up for number 5 is Darmanitan. Now, just like other Pokemon, like Flareon, I've barely used Darmanitan. I've never actually. I don't think I even as once even tried to use Darmanitan in Pokemon Black and White or Black 2 and White 2. But I've seen him. I've seen him be used in other videos, in other walkthroughs and Let's Plays, and he's a pretty killer Pokemon, pretty heavy hitter, you know, here and there, and he's just powerful. You know, you can't just deny that. Plus with the belly drum, just makes him like a real ape. Just makes him look like an amazing ape just to fight with, you know, just to fuck around with. And it's just like, you know, you gotta have him in that Gen 5 game. You gotta have him in there. He's a pretty good Pokemon. And the one thing I really kind of got confused about is his Zen mode form. His Zen mode form is pretty weird. And the only way how you can restore him is only if you get him into a... I believe you get him into if you make him eat a Rage Candy Bar. That's when he gets into his awesome killer mode, you know, fighting form. In Zen mode, I think he becomes a fire and psychic type. I don't know. I don't really remember Darmanitan that much because, you know, I haven't really used him at all. I believe the only person I know that really uses him a lot is actually Shofu, and he's actually good. He's a pretty good Wi-Fi battler as well. I didn't really battle him at all, but if I ever fought him, I probably would have won. But you know, Darmanitan, number 5. All right. So next up, we're gonna go to number 4. Now, as for number 4, this is gonna be a legendary. Number 4 is Entei. Now, the reason why I put him as number 4 and as one of my top 5 fire types is because I really like dogs. I really do, and I also like fire types. And come on, when you see a dog and a fire type together, that's just amazing. Now, I should have put Houndoom as one of my top 5 Pokemon, but I really like Entei a lot because he's a pure fire type, and it's just like, you know, I really like dogs from the very beginning. You know, even though Houndoom looks more like a dog than Entei, it's that, you know, when I saw Entei for the very first time in Pokemon Gold and Silver, I just knew right away that I was gonna like him right there. And plus, now that Entei can learn the move Sacred Fire, come on, man, Sacred Fire Entei, that's just, oh my god, that's like a killer Pokemon right there. You cannot fuck with that Pokemon. You cannot fuck with him like that. He's just a dog you cannot just bark at. He's not all bark, he's all bite, so you can't just mess with him. So that's Entei. You know, as far as design, I would have to say his design is actually pretty cool. I can't say really much about it, you know, but, you know, I have to say it is pretty cool, whatever. You know, it looks majestic and all mystical and everything. So that's Entei. Next up is number 3. Alright, so number 3, and as for one of my most favorite Pokemon, my most favorite fire type starters in the whole entire 2nd gen game, Typhlosion. Oh my god, man. Typhlosion is just the most amazing Pokemon you could ever play with in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If you ever need a fire type, Typhlosion is the man you will need, especially as your starting Pokemon. He's going to wreck lives. He might he might start a little bit slow, you know, with, you know, as a Cyndaquil or whatever, you know, might be a little bit slow at first. But when he evolves to Quilava, he becomes more faster, and he becomes more of a special hitter. And then when he comes to Typhlosion, he is just a complete freaking beast. Now, as for the design, killer, just killer, just amazing. I just really love it and everything. But to be honest, I really don't know what he resembles as, because you know how Pokemon resembles as an animal, you know, here and there. Like for example, Entei resembles as a dog, Talonflame resembles as a bird. So what does Typhlosion resemble as? I really don't know. If you do know, comment below what you think, because really I don't feel like searching up Typhlosion's, you know, animal resemblance or anything like that, because really I really don't have time for that. Come on, I really don't. So if you guys know what Typhlosion is as an animal, that'd be really great, and I'll thank you for that. so yeah, Typhlosion, awesome Pokemon, just great to have. And I'd rather have him as besides that, I would have Feraligatr as my 2nd recommended Pokemon. I really don't like Meganium that much, because I really don't use Meganium at all. You know, it's just, you know, Meganium, I don't know. I had a bad history with him back then in Pokemon Gold and Silver, so it was like, you know, I can't really do anything with him. So anyways, that was Typhlosion for number 3. Next up is number 2. Alright, number 2 Pokemon is Volcarona. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, why did I pick Volcarona for number 2? Volcarona is actually a pretty cool Pokemon. And it's a freaking moth, and it's just like, it's a powerful, has flame body, something you always need to use, and it's just like, it's a pretty good Pokemon. Bug and Fire, you really have barely any weaknesses except for, I believe, it's neutral damage to ground. That's neutral damage for ground. Then there's water type, which is weak against. Then there's flying type, which is weak against. Oh, and that's 4 times weakness to rock type. So now that I think about it, so it basically has like 3 weaknesses. That's a pretty good Pokemon to have. And as long as you have those 3 weaknesses, as long as you can keep those weaknesses in check, you're okay. But like I said, Volcarona is a pretty good Pokemon, and with the Quiver Dance, it can flat out destroy anything, just anything. I don't know about rock types though. I don't know if you'll be able to destroy that, but besides that, it will destroy anything, just anything. As for the design, oh my god, man! If you would have seen that thing in real life right now, really, I would have to throw a bomb at that thing. That would require me to throw a bomb, a sticky bomb, something like that. I don't care. I would have to go Call of Duty on that motherfucker. But all I have to say is, Volcarona is a pretty good Pokemon, and it's just pretty scary Pokemon, especially if it's going to be in real life. If there was a Pokemon in real life, I would never ever try to catch a Volcarona. Forget that. If I was in Unova region in real life, and I had to go and fight Volcarona, I would just destroy that instantly with a water type. I really wouldn't care, because I ain't trying to get that thing and rob my face. Forget that. I would really become a big sissy for that. So, oh, sorry about that. That was Skype. So that was Volcarona. Whatever. So next up, I'm pretty sure you guys already know who this is. This Pokemon has been around me for my whole entire life, as I've already known so far. This Pokemon is just off the charts amazing. 2 evolutions, 2 Mega Evolutions, awesome as hell. You got Charizard, the most amazing Pokemon you got there. Plus with the 2 Mega Evolutions, Charizard Y, which is a special hitter. Then you got Charizard X, a new Dragon type, which is an awesome physical hitter. Oh my god, man. As for Charizard by himself without the Mega Evolutions, he's amazing. I love him so much. You can't at least go anywhere without me saying anything about Charizard. So I'm like, unless he pops out of nowhere and I'm like, oh my god, Charizard, oh my god, blah blah blah. Like seriously, if I was in Kanto in real life and I had to pick one of the few Pokemon, I would pick Charmander straight away. I really even wouldn't care if my name is Red or not. I would just pick him regardless, because he's just an awesome Pokemon. He's a fire type, plus with that extra flying and whatever. I'm like, they could have made him as a dragon type back in Generation 1, but really, making him as a flying type is okay as it is. All we have to do is just watch out for that rock type shit right there, and the electro types there. We don't want to really fuck with that. And its ability, Solar Power, is actually pretty good, especially if you have it on a sunny day. Oh my god, man. Fire Blast and Heat Wave would just destroy anything. So let's talk about the Mega Evolutions for Charizard. Mega Evolutions for Charizard. Oh my god, man. Charizard X. I'm gonna start with Charizard X first, because Charizard Y, we already seen him before. We already know who he is. Just a simple fire and flying type. We really don't care. But as for Charizard X, Fire and Dragon, let us go. Let's go. This is gonna be a Pokemon that I've never ever expected in my life. When I saw him in Pokemon Origins, and I'm talking about the Japanese version, not the English version, because I didn't feel like waiting for that. But when I saw him in the Japanese version on Pokemon Origins, I just fanboyed all over the place. I was just like, oh my god, Charizard, Fire and Dragon, let's go. He just destroyed Mewtwo. Really, like, it was just destroyed him. I was just like, oh my god, Charizard X. That's the reason that's what made me pick Pokemon X in the first place, because as soon as Charizard X came out of nowhere, I was like, you know what, fuck it, get Pokemon X, just fuck it, Pokemon X. Because really, I was gonna get Pokemon Y mostly because I wanted to, because the legendary Pokemon Yveltal, it actually looked like its actual logo, like the Y version or whatever, like it actually looks like its logo. And Pokemon X, with the Bambi and shit, like, come on, really, a Xerneas Bambi? No, fuck out of here. But as soon as I saw Charizard X, I immediately thought Pokemon X is the one place I gotta go to. It's the one game I have to pick. Plus, I think there was a little bit of favoritism with Game Freak. I think Game Freak kind of favored it X over Y a little bit more, because why would they? Because as soon as before the release dates even came out, no, actually not the release dates, before the games were actually released, at the last second they gave Charizard a second evolution, just before Pokemon X and Y came out. Don't you think that's a little bit weird how they're going to give him a second evolution before Pokemon X and Y came out? I really think that Game Freak was actually favoring X over Y, and really, why not? I'm like, come on, Pokemon X was actually a pretty good game. Pokemon Y is also a pretty good game too. But really, I have to pick Pokemon X because I think Pokemon X is more of those physical hitters when you think about it, because you got the two Mega Evolution, Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y. I mean Mewtwo X, and then there's Charizard X. Those are physical hitters, and then in Pokemon Y, you have Mewtwo Y and Charizard Y. So it makes sense, like X is like the physical and Y is the special. That actually does make a little bit more sense when you think about it. As for Charizard X, he can sweep anybody. Just hands down, he can't. Don't even bitch about it. Don't even say, oh, no, he can't sweep. Charizard X can't sweep nobody. You're a fucking liar. Charizard X can sweep anybody. If he can set up with a Dragon Dance, if he can do a Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw with the Flare Blitz, it's over for any Pokemon team there is. Just anybody. It was just getting destroyed. Steel types, get out of Flare Blitz. Fairy types, Flare Blitz. Dragon types, Dragon Claw. Any type just get destroyed by Dragon types. It's just like Charizard X is an awesome hitter. Charizard Y, I really have nothing to say about him. But really, I think that he'll go perfectly with Solar Power, because he has the ability Drought, and basically that will power up his Fire Blast accuracy a little bit more, so he can actually hit people with Fire Blast. And Heat Wave would just do a little bit better with Charizard Y. I really have nothing much to say about Charizard Y, because basically it's just Charizard, but just a little bit more powerful. And then there goes, Dragon Pulse, just to cover up for those Dragon types, those faggot Dragon types, and then the Solar Beam too. So I think Air Slasher might do something about that for fighting types, but that's all I have to say for now. So that's it for my top 10 fire types. If you like this video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Comment on what's your top 10 fire types. And by the way, this is all opinionated. If you think that there are better fire types besides these top 10, go ahead and just put in your top 10 right there. It really doesn't matter. Or you can just put in your top 5, because I know top 10 was a little bit too much. But I wanted to do a little bit more than just top 5. Come on, top 5? No, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too simple. Let's put a top 10. Make it complicated. So if you wanted your top 10s, go ahead and just make a reply to this. Put a comment below. Like for more, or like for the awesome top 10 list. And also, by the way, subscribe if you want to see more top 10 series. I'll be either doing electric or water types. So that's it. That's about it. So see you later, guys. Like I said before, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my last video, go ahead and click the annotation, which is on the upper right, I believe. So see you later, guys. Goodbye.